Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel where I like to make, create, and inspire fun art things with you. Today I have 4 amazing DIYs that can be used in tier trays or accent pieces for your Valentine's Day decor. And everything I use is from the Dollar Tree. And the best part is they literally take 5 minutes or less to make. So stick around and let's art today. For my first DIY, I am using this wooden tray that is usually in the crafter square. I am going to give it one coat of this chalk paint in the color sheepskin. After the paint is completely dried, I am dry brushing over the wooden tray with my chalk paint in the color called Java, which is just a dark brown. Now that the paint is completely dry, I wanted to give it a pop of color on the inside of the tray. I have this paper pack that I purchased at Michael's in the clearance section just for $2. I took a pink piece of paper out and placed it inside of my tray and then pushed down. It helps me cut the excess off with the imprint that I left on the piece of paper. And I will be hot gluing the piece of paper on the inside of the tray. Now it's time to decorate the inside of my tray. I have some of these rose clips left over from a previous project. I removed the clips from the roses. Next, I will hot glue them down to the tray. At first, I left the stems on, thinking that it will add some height, but they weren't sitting properly, so I ended up cutting off the stems. I still wanted to add a little bit more detail, so I have these white foam roses left over from a previous project, and I'm just adding 2 of them by using my hot glue to attach it to the tray. And that completes DIY number 1. It was so easy and it literally only took 5 minutes to make. The longest part was waiting for the first coat of paint to dry. It reminds me of those shadow boxes that would work perfectly in a tier tray or even like on a bookcase or wherever you like. Jumping into DIY number 2, I have this ceramic gnome that Dollar Tree is now carrying pretty much for every season, and I am absolutely obsessed. I love these things. All you really need is just paint to paint it in, and that is basically what I will be doing for this little guy, is just painting him in. Since this is a Valentine's Day gnome, I will be using a lot of red and pink. So I'm painting in all of his hair and his beard using this pale pink acrylic paint. I also fill in the center of the heart using the same pale pink, and I also use that same pink for his shoes. Now I'm taking red acrylic paint and I'm filling in his hat, the outside of the heart that he is holding, and then also his clothes. As I am filling in all those pieces, I wanted to reintroduce myself to all my new subscribers. Hello, my name is Justina. Welcome to my channel. I love to make, create, and inspire fun art things with you. And if you are not subscribed, I would love it if you would take this moment and please hit that subscribe button. Be sure to click on the bell notification, and on the drop down menu, hit all so YouTube can always notify you when I upload new videos, and I would love for you to be part of my virtual art family. And the question of the day is, are you one of those people who like gnomes or don't care for them? Let me know in the comment section down below. I personally love gnomes. As you see here, I'm filling in his gloves using black acrylic paint. I then take a pink paint marker and fill in the little hearts that are on top of his hat. Then I go in and add some polka dots to his hat, and then take that same marker and add some stitching to his outfit just to add a little bit more detail to this little gnome friend. And lastly, I filled in his nose using a mustard color, and here's how he turned out. I think he's so cute, and it was so simple, and it only took 5 minutes for the paint to dry. Now our little friend here needs a name, and if you know what I should name him, leave a comment down below. For DIY number 3, I have this home sweet home sign that I'm only using 1 square off of it, and then this DIY craft kit that I'm only using the love sign out of it. Next, I'm taking some masking tape and placing it vertically on that wooden square, spacing it out using another piece of tape in between each layer. After I have the placement of the tape where I want it, I will then paint it in using white chalk paint, and I give it 2 coats of that chalk paint. After the paint has completely dried, I remove the tape and then replace it back on top of the white stripes that we just painted on, and I just love those crisp lines. Next, I'm taking my black acrylic paint and filling in those blank spaces. Removing the tape, I did have a little bleed, but that's fine because I fix it up later. Next, I put the love sign on just to give me an idea of what I wanted, where I wanted it to go. Next, I'm taking my chalk paint in Imperial Red, and I'm just painting it on the letters L, V, and E. After the paint has completely dried, I'm taking some tacky glue and a paintbrush so that I can paint on the glue to the heart. Now you can use Mod Podge or even Elmer's glue, but I have ran out, so I'm using tacky glue. Next, I'm taking this chunky silver glitter and I'm adding it to the heart. Now all I am doing is hot gluing the love sign to the backboard. And lastly, I'm just adding some stitching to the love sign using a white paint pen. Here's how this sign turned out. I really love the black and white stripes and also the glittery heart, and it really only took 5 minutes to make. Moving on to DIY number 4, I have this house home decor piece from Dollar Tree that I used in a previous project that I'm repurposing today. I then will give it 2 coats of this chalk paint in sheepskin color. And guys, this DIY is so simple. Really, it just takes 2 different items to make this whole project. Here's what the house looks like with the paint completely dried. You can still see some of the paint on the other side, but I don't mind at all. Next, I'm taking some of my leftover table scatters that are these glittery hearts, and I'm hot gluing it to the inside of that house. I do use both pink and red hearts for this piece. Here's how it turned out. I just think it's so simple and easy. Literally took about 3 minutes to make, and this would be perfect for subtle Valentine's decor in your house. And it's time for the bonus DIY. And to make the bonus DIY, I'm just using the back of the house. I have these poster stickers, and I just cut out the letters FEB for February, and I will be using the number poster stickers and just the numbers 1 and 4 for February 14th. I add the number stickers to the back of the house first, making sure that I'm as centered as possible. Now I'm adding the letter stickers, starting with the letter E so that I can center the February onto the house. Next, I have some leftover foam roses in the colors red and white. I am hot gluing it down to the sign with the red rose in the center and the 2 white on the side of the red rose. And here's how this one turned out, and I just love the simplicity of it. It's so bold, and since all my other decorations are bright reds and pink, this one is so subtle that it helps balance out everything. And here is how everything turned out today. I absolutely love each and every one individually, but let me know which one is your favorites in the comment section down below. Like I said, these all took about 5 minutes or less to make, and they will be perfect for tier trays, bookshelves, all around the house, wherever you like. If you enjoyed today's DIYs, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really does help out my channel. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button and be sure to click on the bell notification so that YouTube always notifies you when I upload new content. And I would love for you to be part of my virtual art family. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.